This is, oh man. All right, after this one, I'm gonna pull some oracle, but the star at the bottom, this is it, I'm telling you. Exactly what we're talking about. Pouring, that's her inner world, that's the outer world. It's like that balance of both, and understanding nurturing both is important. It's very important, and it leads to wish fulfillment. But getting that balance of your darkness and your light and getting those into accordance with each other leads to everything you want. And you're protected in that process every single time. Understand that that work is of a very, very divine nature. And it's in the world's best interest. It's in Gaia's best interest, the planet, which is conscious. Everybody's best interest. So they're going to defend you in that, and they're going to protect you as you do that, because that bleeds out into the world becoming a better place. Even if you don't go out and, make the world a better place, it's like you're one more person who's operating like that. And that sends out ripples through the quantum, through the collective, everything. Everybody feels that and sees that. And anybody you come into contact with will feel it and see it as well too. And even if they're not at a conscious level, they'll get pinged and they'll be like, they'll feel those little calls and triggers and things to lean into their own darkness and to become more authentic and do all those things that you do and that you've been doing, because they can feel it on you. And at a level, they understand exactly what's going on with you and how you're vibrating like that, why your frequency's like that, why your light is so bright, all of that. So yeah, understand you're going to be protected in the process of this, of getting that together, of raising, of nurturing yourself and becoming more of yourself and the truest you are. Understand that that's a divine job, and that's taking on a very divine position in the grand order of things. So hell yeah, understand that you're a big deal, especially if you're doing that at a conscious level and you're always doing that, and you've given your life to actualizing the highest version of yourself and to embodying that and getting everything life has to offer. Yeah, understand that you're supported in that by the very things that run all of this, and that they're rooting for you. God's rooting for you, the universe, spirit team, anything and everything you believe in is rooting for you. Things you probably don't even believe in are rooting for you too, because it's like, it leads to such a beautiful place for everybody and everything. So it's like, even if they're not at a conscious level, everything is rooting for you. Energetically, deep down in the quantum, if you could zoom out and see and look at it, you just see that, wow, the whole world is looking at you like, and you're standing in the arena looking around like, and they're just like, and you see Jesus and God and Gandhi over there, and everybody's like, because that's the truth of what you're doing here. And I hope y'all don't ever think I'm just here tooting y'all horn, because I'm not. This is really the truth, and I feel it, and it's just beautiful. And the words can never do it justice. That's why I try to paint pictures. I do my best to give, scenarios and all that to really, really, really get it to hit. But I know it does, because you already know all this stuff. You've already felt it. So it's like, I could say the littlest thing and you'd understand what it means. So, hell yeah. This is awesome, man. Monday Night Magic, ? This is fire. Super fire. I'm gonna keep trying to slow down, but this energy is potent, man. I'm telling you, I be getting charged and it's like, But this is Scorpio mark. This is chill mark. Can't get too excited for y'all, it's dark outside. It's supposed to be mysterious. So I guess they didn't tell the Libra that it's Scorpio season now. Yeah. What would Kiju say? And I feel my inner child very much present, especially after that light reference. But what would Kiju say? Check in with them. Allow them to be a part of your experiences, because understand that they weren't, I don't know what that was, but understand that they were very much connected, and that they were experiencing this world with a little bit more of a clear a clear, I don't want to say vision, because you know, as a kid, you don't really see like the grass, all of it, but you feel it, and the way you operate is just naturally the more natural way of operating, as far as just being present, as far as following your heart, as far as doing what lights you up, and asking questions, and yeah, just all that, the beautiful ways that a kid navigates the world, that's really, really innocent, but also really, really free and explorative. What would they say about the things you're doing? What would that version of you say about the things you're not doing? Yeah, that's my boy Daniel. What would they say about the things you're not doing, about the things you left behind, about, yeah, the people that you're now friends with versus who you were friends with then, your relationship with your parents versus your relationship then, just all those things that, yeah, that they would definitely have an opinion on, that they would definitely feel a way about. Go ask them, sit with yourself. Like, damn, what would that 8-year-old version say about what we're doing right now? And take it a step further, write to them, let them know what you're doing. And shit, right back to yourself, take it as deep as you want to go, because time doesn't exist. It's all right here, right now. And I know you feel those things. They all feel like they just happened just the other day. And it's like, yeah, you can convene with those versions of you, and all that will help integrate them all. And especially if you're someone who feels like, you're fragmented, or like you've left parts of yourself in different eras and stuff like that, write to all those versions of you. Let them know that you're ready for them to come home, Let them know that you're ready for them to be a part of this alchemy and this magic that you're really doing out here right now. Let them know that you're doing the magic. Hit them up, be like, yo, I know you won't believe this, but we're out here going crazy right now. We're out here manifesting. We're listening to crazy dudes sitting in the dark telling us that we're destined for greatness. We over here creating things, and yeah, sometimes we still feel, misunderstood, but we're getting it together now. I learned this thing today, and I'm trying to incorporate my darkness more. Just really go have those conversations with your past selves, and understand that you're not crazy. It's not crazy at all, and that all that is what allows you to be whole, and it allows you to bring in all your magic, because all your magic is here, and it's been here. And a lot of times it's just scattered and left behind in places, and versions of you who had different keys and parts of the recipe are left behind. And it's like, go get them and incorporate them into what you're doing now. Invite them into the present, and understand that they're all you, and that they all led you here. So it's in your best interest to keep them all here, because they all have different perspectives. It was that thing, you sitting in the front of the class versus the back of the class in 3rd grade, or like in 6th grade when you got to pick your classes, it's the one that picked this class instead of that class that led you to this love that you're doing now. And it's like, yeah, everybody played their part, so nobody should get left behind. 0, 1, 2, 3 on the timer as I said that. And it's a beautiful thing, because yeah, who you are is so amazing, but you got to understand that who you are is a result of so many different versions of you, so many different everything. So, hell yeah, what would kids you say? Talk to them, go incorporate them, and reclaim yourself, and reclaim your soul, and the magic that you are, and in that process, you heal the past. And through healing the past, you guarantee a better present moment and future present moments for sure, because you don't have to replay the past. You don't have to re-project it out again to get yourself to face the darkness that you've been running from, or that you don't really like to spend time in. So, hell yeah, just take your power back from all that stuff and realize you can alchemize it all. You can change the perspective now. You can change the role they play in your life now. I don't care if it was something from when you were 5 years old. You can go back, look at it, find the perspective that would have made that better, that would have made you more whole and more empowered to be yourself, and apply it now. You can be like, oh, wow, that's what I was supposed to learn from that, or that's what I was supposed to take away from that, and apply it now, and follow it back. Be like, wow, okay, that's what I'm supposed to take from that, and oh, okay, that led, and you can work through that stuff. And that's shadow work, and yeah, there's so much waiting for you, and you can really alchemize it all, and through that you'll come back and be like, wow, like I feel so powerful. I feel so much light, and I feel so whole. And it's like, yeah, because you freed up a lot of energy that was still trapped in places that it didn't need to be trapped in. So, hell yeah, enjoy that process, please, and let me know about it. Hey, what would Kid You say, man? Hella gems back there. What would Kid You say again? This one feels like a practical joke though. Like it feels like, like them playing games, like in a very kid way. Oh wow. And in jail. This was on the bottom when I pulled What Would Kid You Say? So. Yeah, I'm just hearing free yourself. That was the first thing I heard, but I said we were gonna go slower and spend a little more time in the darkness. So I was trying to give it more space to see, but yeah, I just kept hearing free yourself. And yeah, serve at the bottom. I think, basketball. Yeah, free. The call for me just between jail, serve, and basketball feels like just free yourself through doing things that you love. And what Kid You Say came back out, because like, wait, nah, I get a more complete picture now. What Kid You Say was like, wait, hold on. they weren't done sharing the message. They want you to get back to things that you used to love to do. And that's really key in freeing them and freeing yourself too. Like things that you may have left behind because, maybe life got serious, so you're like, oh, I gotta cut these things out, or things you thought were childish, or maybe you like this really specific thing, but your parents were like, no, you have to do this thing, so you left that behind. But that day you left that behind, part of your heart stayed behind too, because you actually really, really loved it. Get back to those things. And yeah, you served your time, like you've been in that jail long enough and you've seen what that looks like, you've seen where that leads. But now you're at a place where you understand that, that the love you felt for that was real. It wasn't misguided. You weren't just a kid, like nothing, because that call is still in your heart. You still love that thing, like you still have space for it. You just, maybe it's been a really long time, or you feel like, I left that behind. Like why would I go pick it up now? Or it's gonna take too long to whatever. Like whatever, any million reasons you could come up with to leave it in the past, go get it. It's yours. You served your time. You did enough time. Like now you're in a position where you can free yourself. There's no one who can tell you not to go do these things. There's no one who can tell you that you're too old for it, or that you gotta grow up, or none of that stuff. Whatever the reason is, like you have the final say, and you can exercise your free will. So go get those things and go play, man. Go let yourself play. Don't even be too strict about it, or too strict with it, or trying to be perfect at it, or as good as you used to be, or whatever this is. Just really play. Allow it to be new, and for you, in order for it to not be this thing where you're trying to get back to where you were, allow yourself to play with the former version of you that used to play. Like there's space for both of you in here, and maybe they're showing you what to do. And then you're like, all right, let me, you're learning from them because they knew all these things already. And hell yeah, that's dope. That's super dope.